Hi dear. So we have finished the nutrition part. There is a basic life process, one of the basic life process. After the nutrition, we'll move on to this respiration. Okay. So we are learned in the lower class itself. What does mean by respiration? It is a process of obtaining the energy. Obtaining the energy. How it obtaining the energy by the help of the oxygen and the glucose. Okay. So, respiration is the process in which cells of an organism obtain energy by combining oxygen and the glucose. Okay, oxygen we will when you breathe in, you will get the oxygen, right? How this glucose you got the glucose from the nutrition, right? Nutrition is called respiration. It involves breathing process also. Okay, the process in which the cells of an organism obtain energy by combining oxygen and glucose is called respiration. Okay, it involves breathing. So you know the two types of respiration, which involves oxygen in the presence of oxygen and the absence of oxygen. Okay, aerobic, the two types of respirations are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means what? It is the process of producing energy in the presence of oxygen. In the presence of oxygen means aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration means it is the process of producing energy in the absence or lack of oxygen. Absence means totally there is no oxygen. Lack of oxygen means sufficient oxygen is not there. Okay, it is lagging. Okay, it may be a absence or lack of oxygen. That is called anaerobic respiration. Okay, whatever the respiration may be, the first step involved in that is same for both the thing. Okay, the first thing is same for both the thing. So what is the first step in this respiration process is this glucose, right? This glucose in the cytoplasm, it is converted into pyruvate. Okay, this, you know that the formula of glucose is C6H12O6. C6H12O6. Remember this, C6H12O6, that is 6 carbon molecule. 6 carbon molecule is converted into 3 carbon molecules, that is your pyruvate. 3 carbon molecule pyruvate, C3H4O3. Okay, C3H4O3. Clear on this? Okay, the first step involved in both the type of respiration is glucose. 6 carbon molecule is converted into 3 carbon molecules. Okay, next. So you know that during this conversion in the cytoplasm, pyruvate plus energy will be released, right? Pyruvate plus energy will be released. So after that, you know the two types of reaction, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First we'll see this anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration means what? In the absence of oxygen as well as in the lack of oxygen also takes place, right? Absence of oxygen and lack of oxygen. Okay, in the absence of oxygen, totally there is no oxygen means this pyruvate, the pyruvate is converted. In the absence of oxygen, the pyruvate is converted into ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy is released. Okay, ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. The ethanol formula C2H5OH, OH family. Okay, ethanol, alcohol family. Okay, alcohol is produced. Where this type of respiration happening is in the yeast. It's a unicellular organism, right? During fermentation, it produces alcohol, carbon dioxide, and lot of energy is released. Okay, energy is released. That's why it is used in the production of beer and wine, right? Alcohol production in the absence of oxygen. Okay, next, lack of oxygen. There is not sufficient oxygen, but oxygen is there. Okay, where this type of respiration taking place means in the muscles of the cell. Okay, the muscle cells. Okay, in the muscle cells, when it happens means during the heavy exercise or some running or weightlifting, you need lot of energy. Okay, the energy released from the during this respiration is not aerobic respiration, it will not be sufficient. Okay, you need more energy. At that time, some energy will be released. Respiration is taking place in the muscle cells, and energy will be released. Okay, but this due to the lack of oxygen, the pyruvate is not fully converted into this energy plus water and carbon dioxide, but an intermediate product, lactic acid, will be formed. Okay, lactic acid plus energy will be released. This energy is used to compensate your heavy works. Okay, so this, because of this lactic acid, concentration of the lactic acids leads to the cramps in the muscles. You will be getting pain, right? This can be released by if you have the released by this hot water bath, or if you massage that, it will increase the circulation of blood, right? It increases the circulation of blood, so you will get oxygen again, and then all this will be converted into water and carbon dioxide. Okay, clear on this? Because of the concentration of this lactic acid, you will get cramps in the muscles. Okay, so these are the two types of this is the anaerobic respiration. Okay, in the absence of oxygen, you will get alcohol plus this carbon dioxide plus energy. In the lack of oxygen, you will get lactic acid plus energy. Okay, lactic acid form is C3H6O6. Okay, next, in the presence of oxygen, where it takes place? It takes place in the cell, in the powerhouse of the cell, that is mitochondria, where this pyruvate is in the presence of oxygen. It is converted into water plus carbon dioxide plus lot of energy. When compared to the anaerobic respiration, lot of energy will be released in the aerobic respiration. Okay, so it is taking place in the mitochondria. Okay, this is a aerobic respiration, and these two are anaerobic respiration. Clear on this? So what is happening in the respiration? Whatever the respiration may be, it is aerobic or anaerobic. The first step is conversion of glucose, 6 carbon molecule, into a pyruvate, that is 3 carbon molecule. Okay, then in the presence of oxygen, in the absence of oxygen, and in the lack of oxygen. In the presence of oxygen, the pyruvate is completely converted into water, carbon dioxide plus a lot of energy is released. In the absence of oxygen, it is converted into alcohol plus, that is here it is ethanol plus carbon dioxide plus energy. And in the lack of oxygen, you will get a intermediate product, that is lactic acid. Because of that, you will get a cramps in the muscles, and energy will be released. Once you are given the hot water bath or massage, the circulation will increase. So oxygen you will get sufficient oxygen in that part. Then the lactic acid further converted into water and carbon dioxide. Clear on this? Next we'll move to this ATP. Okay, we said energy is released. Okay, what is happening after that? Okay, first we'll learn what is ATP. Okay, ATP is the expansion of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. 3 phosphates are there. It is called the energy currency of the cell. Energy currency, it gives energy. Okay, why it is called energy currency of the cell? Because these molecules provide energy for various biochemical process in the body. So this is the only molecule which provides energy for various biochemical process in the body. Okay, next, how this ATP is formed, right? So we have said energy is released during the respiration process. The energy released during the respiration process is used to make an ATP molecule from ADP and inorganic phosphate. ADP is adenosine diphosphate. Di means 2 diphosphate. Okay, from the ADP and inorganic phosphate, ATP is formed. Okay, with the help of the energy released during the respiration. Okay, so we'll see this, how it's happened, how it's formed. Okay, so during respiration, energy will be released, right? This is consumed by this consumed by the ADP and inorganic phosphate to form ATP. This is adenosine diphosphate. In the presence of the energy, it reacts with the inorganic phosphate to form adenosine triphosphate. 3 phosphates will be formed. Okay. So the triphosphate, third phosphate will have a weak bond, but the energy in this bond is very high. Okay. This energy is consumed, right? So it is an endothermic process. When it reacts with water, upon hydrolysis, it will break down. This bond will be break down, and again you will get a ADP plus, that is ADP, adenosine diphosphate, because this phosphate is removed. Okay. With this breaking of this bond, no, this it releases more energy. That is, energy is released, which is equivalent to 30.5 kilojoule per mole. Okay. Since energy is released, it is an exothermic process. Okay. So it is a cycle, ATP cycle. Okay. So again, there's once the energy is it gets energy from the respiration, this ADP again combined with this inorganic phosphate to form ATP. When this ATP reacts with water, hydrolysis, the terminal, this end of this link, terminal phosphate is broken down, and lot of energy is released from that bond. That energy is equals to 30.5 kilojoule per mole. Okay, it is an exothermic process. Okay, so in which places will this ATP is used? ATP is used in all parts for all activities in the cells. Okay, it is just like a fuel for the cell. Okay, it is used in the cell for the contraction of muscle, protein synthesis, conduction of nerve impulses, etc. So actually it is used as a fuel to all the activities in the cell. These are the uses of ATP. Clear on this? Okay, now we'll move to the respiration in plants. Okay. So now we'll see this respiration in plants. Okay. You know that respiration here plants involved in the aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration depends upon the oxygen, right? So since it depends upon the oxygen, only the plants, the aerobic organism should ensure that sufficient oxygen is intake or not, right? Okay, right? So in plants, it is done by the large intercellular space, which ensure all the cells are in contact with the air. You know this, the air is entered through the stomata present in the you will be having a guard cell here. In the bottom of the leaf, you will have a stomata. Through this, air will be entered. You will have a large intercellular space. You know that, right? It is present in that. Large intercellular space is there, which ensures all the cells are in contact with the air. Okay. So, how this CO2 and O2 is exchanged in the plants? Through the diffusion process. It can go out and enter the cell and maybe out of the cell. Okay. So how this entering of the cell, entering of oxygen or carbon dioxide, or exhale of this oxygen or carbon dioxide taking place, it depends upon the environmental condition and the requirement of the plants. So the direction of diffusion, whether it is entering into the cell or moving away from the cell or out to the environment, it depends upon the environmental condition and requirement of the plants, right? So based on the environmental condition and the requirement of the plants, it may vary, right? Which is moving out and which is entering the cell, right? In the plants, during night time something is happening, and during daytime different thing is happening. Okay. So you know that during the night time no photosynthesis will be done, photosynthesis process occurring because there is no sunlight. Okay. So only respiration is taking place in the plants. So carbon dioxide will be released. Okay. That's why the people used to say don't sit under the tree or lie down under the tree during the night time, because lot of carbon dioxide will be released. Okay. But during daytime, photosynthesis as well as respiration both will occur. Okay. So the respiration, during respiration the carbon dioxide will be released, right? This carbon dioxide is again consumed by the plants for photosynthesis process. Okay, but you know that during the photosynthesis oxygen will be released, so you will get a fresh air during the that is oxygen release. More oxygen will be released during the daytime. Okay, so this is the respiration in plants. Okay, we'll stop with this. Okay, thank you.